President Trump, DHS Secretary Mayorkas, the border is something we talk about here a lot on the show. Mayorkas was asked if he knew how many millions of illegals who have entered the country under Biden, how many of those millions are still here. The estimates are something like 6 to 8 million have come into the country, the most that anybody can remember, probably the most of all time. I mean, you knew it was going to be bad. Did you think it was going to be this bad, and how do you fix it when if things are in a position for you to turn them around by having Trump term 2?
So I think that, first of all, we had the strongest border in history 3 years ago. Think of it. We went from the strongest border to the weakest border anywhere in the world, in my opinion. There's never been anything like it in the world. I don't care what country, third world country. I would always say they use sticks and stones. They wouldn't let this happen to a country. And I believe the number is 15 million people by the end of that term, the way they're coming. And, they have the largest caravans anyone's ever seen now walking as we speak right now.
Yeah.
They have the largest caravan anybody's ever seen coming through Mexico and just going to pour right into our country. And as you know, and I say it all the time, and I'll be saying it tonight in Hialeah, and we're going to have a big crowd. We're going to have 35, 40,000 people. Here I am. It shows my respect for you. I'm going, and I'm supposed to be getting ready for going down, and I'm talking to you guys, and you guys say, how about saying another 25 minutes? And we're jokingly saying, do you think Biden would do a 45-minute interview?
Before. If Joe Biden, Mr. President, sat down with us for 1 hour, they would invoke the 25th Amendment, and they would no longer be able to defend him as being able to run.
But then Kamala would be president. So
that might get a little bit scarier. I want to ask you this. We were just talking about Israel. Hillary Clinton on The View. You probably haven't seen this. Today, I know you call her Beautiful Hillary now, so you might have to change the adjective. Hillary Clinton said that you were Hitler-like in some ways. The Democrats right now are defending, some of them, Hamas from the worst attack since the Holocaust.
Yeah.
We talked about you have Jewish grandchildren. You have a Jewish daughter now. That seems beyond the pale to me. An attack like that. Can you believe that even they would stoop that low and continue, even in the wake of what happened?
Well, part of the reason we have this tremendous, they say Trump derangement syndrome, whatever it is, and she's one of the top purveyors of it, to be honest with you. But she was expected to win. The Democrats were expected to win the election. They didn't even know they'd be running against, but long before I got it, they were expected to easily win. They do have an advantage. They start off with 38 points. People say, how come Biden's up at 38 or 37, 32? Because they start off with a big group of people. You know who the people are. And I think we're actually taking a lot of those people, but the Republicans don't. But no, she's deranged. She's got, she's never gotten over it. And the party's never gotten over it, frankly. And that's why they hit me so hard. And now we're winning by a lot.
How can they say you're the threat to democracy when they're the ones who are weaponizing the justice system in multiple indictments against you to prevent the American people from being able to vote for you?
Multiple indictments and beyond indictments, even civil cases. They want to keep me so busy. They want to keep me in courthouses. This never happened in this country before. Happens in other countries, third world countries, banana republics. Never happened in this country before. And now people are seeing, and so far it's been backfiring. Because I went up, I'm the only person probably that ever got indicted who went up very substantially in the polls immediately upon the announcement of the indictment. And that's because I can go on your show. I can talk to you guys about it. I can go on other shows if I have to. I can get the word out. A normal politician would be destroyed. They got indicted. They would leave. They would immediately announce they're going back to their family. That would be it. So far it hasn't worked out, but it should never be done, and they're opening a big Pandora's box because it can happen the other way, too.
No doubt. We'll talk about that when we come back.